Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
It finally happened. The moment boxing fans thought they'd never see. Two generations colliding in one room, face to face. On one side, Floyd Money Mayweather, the undefeated legend, the master of perfection, the man who turned boxing into a billion-dollar empire. And across from him, Terence Bud Crawford, the modern-day monster who walked through divisions, conquered Canelo Alvarez, and redefined what greatness looks like today. No stage trash talk, no fantasy matchups, just pure tension. Mayweather and Crawford, eye to eye. This wasn't your typical face-off. It was a generational earthquake. The past and present of boxing staring each other down, both knowing whoever walks away from this moment changes the sport forever.
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
But to understand how we got here, you've got to rewind the story. For over a decade, Floyd Mayweather was boxing. 50 wins, 0 losses. He outsmarted Canelo, outboxed Pacquiao, and outsold everyone. He retired on top, leaving behind a myth that no fighter could ever match his skill, IQ, or marketing power.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
The greatest of all time.
Then came Terence Crawford. Crawford was everything boxing needed after Floyd walked away. Disciplined, dangerous, and hungry. He cleaned out the welterweight division, dominated multiple weight classes. But when he stepped in to face Canelo Alvarez, that's when everything changed.
You know, you said something about what fighters go through, and you've seen enough guys that the game is taken from. It's a hard game to get through. Can you get a better ending than tonight? I mean, really?
Not at all. Not at all. This is the top of the top. You know, Canelo is, you know, an all-time great. Like I said before, he's the last one.
He was the A side of the age.
There's no more Canelos, you know.
So,
there's no more. So, you know, when you look around, you say, I'm the Canelo. You know, I'm the face of boxing now. I'm the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, like I always been. You know, just gotta wait and see.
Everyone said he was too small, that he wouldn't survive Canelo's power. But Crawford didn't just survive, he dismantled Canelo. And with that one performance, he did something no one thought possible. He made the boxing world question whether Floyd Mayweather was still the greatest of this generation.
Terence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he's has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, you would jab him. We didn't see any like lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought again.
Then came the quote that shook the sport. Canelo Alvarez, the man who shared the ring with both Mayweather and Crawford, said it himself. Crawford was the better fighter. That statement sent shock.
And lastly, for me, champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
shockwaves through the boxing world. Because remember, for years, Floyd built his entire brand around 2 words: easy work. And Canelo, he was one of Floyd's easy fights.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
So when Canelo gave Crawford that crown, something changed in Floyd. The man who was once untouchable suddenly had a shadow following him. A new name whispered in conversations that used to belong to him alone. And when your entire identity is being the best ever, that eats at you, Floyd started acting different, teasing interviews about unfinished business.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
Let's own it. Let's own it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we just don't know.
Hinting that he wasn't done. No more exhibitions. No more influencers. He wanted a real fight. And the name at the top of his list? The man who dethroned Canelo, Terence "Bud" Crawford. For Floyd, this wasn't about money anymore. It was about pride, about legacy, about rewriting the story before someone else writes it for him.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Now,
that's why the Dawn face-off hit different. When Floyd stepped on that stage with Crawford, it wasn't hype, it was personal. But before that dream fight can even happen, Floyd's got another mountain to climb. Next April.
If you could have fought any fighter, any era, who would you have picked that you would have liked to fight the most?
Floyd Mayweather.
I love it. Why?
Huh?
You want to knock him out?
Well, I would love to fight him. I wish he was my weight.
All right, interesting answer.
He's very delusional. He can't listen. If he was anywhere near that realm of Great Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself. He can't take his kid to school by himself. And he talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
He's stepping into the ring for an exhibition that has the entire combat world buzzing against Mike Tyson. 2 names that define 2 very different eras. One known for finesse and defense. The other for pure destruction.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome
Floyd?
fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Now Tyson's never held back how he feels about Floyd. He's called him arrogant, mocked his style, and flat out said if they ever fought, he'd try to hurt him. And now he gets that chance. For Floyd, the Tyson fight isn't about cash. It's about proving he can still walk into the ring and be Mayweather. Because if he beats Tyson clean, the
fight that fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to Mike Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an exciting event. And if
narrative flips, it's redemption. Floyd still has it. But if Tyson lands at one shot and embarrasses him, it's over. The Crawford fight dies instantly. No one will care about a 50-year-old Floyd stepping in after getting rocked by a man twice his size.
The Floyd Mayweather Mike Tyson exhibition fight.
Oh, man, hey, like I say, Mike don't like Floyd.
Appreciate it, man. Mike don't what?
He don't like Floyd. He always talk bad about Floyd.
Who the face of boxing, Coach? Who the face of boxing today?
The face of the boxing? Yeah. Y'all know what it is, no?
Mike Tyson has become the gatekeeper to Mayweather versus Crawford. But let's flip the question. Why does Crawford even want this fight? He doesn't need it for his resume. Because for him, this isn't about belts. It's about history. Beating Floyd Mayweather means doing something no one has ever done, handing him his first professional loss. That's the ultimate statement.
Yo, yeah, so if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Oh,
Because Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody. I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
The one victory that cements him above every name on the GOAT list. But it's also the biggest risk of his career. If he loses, that's all anyone will remember. Crawford got beat by a 50-year-old Mayweather. High risk, high reward. Because Crawford knows, to become truly immortal, you have to do the impossible. You have to beat Money Mayweather.
Have you thought about going for 51-0, beating Mayweather's record with 50-0? Is that something that you thought about?
I already said I was never gonna beat Mayweather record. That's not something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
To be honest, I was gonna retire if I didn't get this Errol Spence fight.
To 22. Now, Crawford had other options. There were safer fights, more profitable ones. Guys like Jaron Boots Ennis, the young, explosive fighter everyone's been begging Crawford to face. Fast, technical, and hungry. The future of the sport. But Crawford's not interested. Not because he's scared, but because the risk isn't worth the reward. If he wins, people say,
we've had a lot of comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who will win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd will win that
Yes,
fight.
sir. I
Floyd
love you, Terence.
always figures it out.
Yeah, he's
a chess master.
Yeah, his IQ in
But
that
the
shit
funny
is
thing
crazy.
about it is Terence has been the only other guy that people can say he always figures it out. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But you gotta
Can't
have
say
an
that
OG
about
somewhere.
anybody
though.
else. Yeah.
There's an OG
Somebody
somewhere.
got a
that you
pioneer,
can't
right?
out-figure
Yeah,
out.
you gotta.
There's
yeah.
an OG you can't out-figure out somewhere.
yeah,
And I just
yeah.
believe Floyd is that OG you can't out-figure out.
he beat a young and proven fighter. If he loses, his legacy crumbles overnight. Then there's Jermel Charlo, another name that's been chasing Bud for months. But that fight...
Just feel that Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. You know, obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. And Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, that he's still very much in his prime.
Doesn't make sense either. Canelo already dominated Charlo. Floyd already beat Canelo. And Crawford beat Canelo. So going backwards doesn't prove anything.
Now you got Boots Ennis in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. He's got the it, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
Definitely. Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for,
To 24. And that's what makes this moment so special. It's not about titles. It's not about belts. It's about eras. Who really stands on top when you strip everything else away? Mayweather
we don't have anything to talk about. We can talk about Boots. We can talk about a fight between Boots and Bud. I'm on record for saying that fight never happens. I still don't think it ever happens. But there should be something else that we can say about Boots outside of moving up to 154 pounds.
True.
You know, so he got to get busy. And we in September, we looking at one more fight this year from him.
Yeah.
And we should have got 3 fights from Boots this year.
Boots? Is it Boots' fault or is this representation?
You know, it's never the fighter's fault.
Fight.
It's never
the
the
fighter
fighter's
wants
fault.
to fight. Yeah, for sure.
The undefeated master of the old world, Crawford, the conqueror of the new. For Floyd, this is about protecting his legacy. For Crawford,
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron as the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
Nope. I ain't going down 154.
it's about rewriting the history books. And that silent stare at the Don face-off, that told the entire story without a single word spoken.
No, he don't bring nothing to the table. He got our leftovers. Why would Bud want to go backwards? Why would we want to go backwards? Bud looking for bigger and better fights, so where he can etch his name in the concrete forever. I don't know, because I really don't look at none of the welterweights since we did clear the division out. I'm done.
So, what do you think, fight fans? Does Floyd still have one more in him? Or is Crawford ready to officially take the throne? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss what's next. Because if this fight happens, it won't just be boxing history. It'll be boxing reborn.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these. I'm with the old school boxing. If they gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me.